Hi dear students, hope you are doing well today. Thank you for watching. Let's start our lesson. Well, today we're going to start Unit 10, Literature. Lesson 1A, Uzbek Literature. Well, before we start our lesson, I would like to give you some motivation to start our lesson. Let's start our motivational quotes. They are 10. I love them because I always repeat when I have stress or when I have no desire to study. Well, let's get started. First one, believe in yourself. Don't blame. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your teachers. Don't blame your friends, anybody. Be positive. Kill negativity. Stop complaining. Stop complaining about your life. Stop complaining about your study. Stop complaining about your everything. Okay, be kind. Always smile. No excuses. Overcome obstacles or difficulties. Work on yourself. Never give up. And last one, keep studying. Well, today we'll talk about literature. When you just enter the library, you can't imagine what kind of life is there. You know, reading books gives you lots of pleasure. When you just open the door, this is the magic between reader and a writer. Well, you open new world. You create your own heroes. That's lots of pleasure. Whenever you are bored, you start reading books. Well, first, I would like to give you one test quiz about Uzbek literature. I'm sure you have a little information about Uzbek literature. Well, before we start, I would like to give you little information about English writers. One of the famous writers, they are Charles Dickens, Jack London, John Milton, Mark Twain, Shakespeare, and of course our Uzbek famous writers, one of the most famous writers. They are Oybek, Cholpon, Abdullah Qadiri, Tahir Malik, Ghafur Ghulam, Abdullah Aripov, and many others. Well, first quiz. Don't take it too serious. It's just a small quiz to warm up, to review your literature vocabulary or knowledge. First one, who wrote novels? Qutlugh Khan, Navoiy. So, just guess. Oybek, Cholpon, Abdullah Qadiri, Abdullah Aripov. So, did you get the right answer? Yes, you're right. Oybek. Next one. Who was born in 1941 in Neguz in the village in Kashkadarya region? I'll give you 1 second. Tahir Malik, Ghafur Ghulam, Abdullah Aripov, and Oybek. I'm sure you got the right answer. Yes, Abdullah Aripov. You are very smart. Third one, who wrote Otkan Kunlar in 1919 and 1920 years, which is considered to be the first novel in Uzbek literature? Options: Otkir Hashimov, Abdullah Qadiri, Fitrat, Mir Muhsin. Got the answer? Sure. Abdullah Qadiri. Thank you. Fourth one, where did Abdullah Qadiri study in 1925 and 1926? There are a couple options. They are in Moscow and St. Petersburg, in Tashkent, in Fergana. So, ready to answer? Yes, you're right. He studied in Tashkent. First one, which novel did Abdullah Qadri finish writing in 1980 February? Of course, I will give you 4 options. They are O'tgan kunlar, Boburnoma, Ulugʼ yo'l, and last one, Navoiy. You need time to think. 1 more second. Okay, I'll show the answer. Ulugʼ yo'l. You are so smart, I love you. Next one. Where did Fitrat return in 1913? So, first one, maybe in Bukhara, Tashkent. More answer, Andijan and Namangan. Do you have any right answers? Yes, in Bukhara. Thank you. Okay, 7th. Whose first collection of poetry, Pages of Life, Uzbek translation Hayot Varaqlari, was published in 1932? And here we have number of options again: Zulfiya, Fitrat, Muhammad Yusuf, Abdullah Aripov. I'm sure you all got right answer. That's Muhammad Yusuf. Yes. Next one. Who was killed together with Cholpon and Fitrat in October 4th, 1938 year? Of course, we have number of options. They are Oybek, Abdullah Qadiri, Hamid Olamjon, and last one, Abdullah Avloni. They are one of the most famous writers in Uzbek literature. Think carefully. Yes, you got the perfect answer. He is Abdullah Qadri. He was killed together with Cholpon the same year. 9th one. Who was born in Fergana region in 1933? Let's get started from options. Xayriddin Saloh, Ozod Sharafiddinov, To'ra Sulaymon, Xudoyberdi To'xtaboyev. Ready? Ready to answer? Yes, of course. You got the right answer. He is Xudoyberdi To'xtaboyev. And last one. Where was Tahir Malik's first story written and published in 1930? So, they are Mushtum journal, Gulkhan magazine, Saadat magazine, Guncha newspaper. Pay attention. Where was Tahir Malik's first story written and published in 1960? Let's check the answer. Yes, in Guncha newspaper. Well, I'm sure you got all right answers to all 10 questions. Well, for now, we'll continue. Here you can see one of the popular Uzbek writers and novelists, and match the genres with the authors. So, they are, you see, Said Ahmad, Tahir Malik, Xudoyberdi To'xtaboyev, Muhammad Yusuf, Hamid Olamjon. So, here you can see what kind of genre they wrote. I'll give you 3 seconds to think. I'm sure you have enough time to get the right answer. Let's check. Yes, Said Ahmad is very famous for writing comedies. Next one, Tahir Malik is famous for writing detectives. Khudaberdi Toxtaboyev is famous for writing children's literature. And I can tell you one of them, that's my favorite. It's Sarık Devni Minib. It's in Uzbek. Okay, fourth one, Muhammad Yusuf. And he's very also famous for writing country singer. And last one, Hamid Olimjon. He loves writing about happiness singer. After this activity, I hope you got enough information about one of these famous writers in Uzbek literature. Next one. This is also an activity from your textbook. Read the text and decide if the following sentence true or false. I'm sure you know how to solve this kind of problems, this kind of questions, true or false. So, whose picture is it? If you are a fan of reading Fitrat's books, I'm sure you know his portrait. You remember? That's from your textbook. So, before you do reading tasks, you usually have some confusion about how to find right answers. I will give you some hints. They are, before you read the text, you should underline or highlight most important dates, names, numbers, or the name of the people or places. So they are highlighted in my text. For example, you see the name of the writer, Fitrat, Central Asia, Uzbek literature, Jadid School, and Bukhara. So these highlighted words might be the answers. We'll continue. At first, he studied at old school, later in madrasa called Mir Arab. Fitrat lived in Bukhara, and later he visited Turkey, India, and Arabic countries. He also traveled to Moscow and St. Petersburg. You see, I have already highlighted important names. The name of the madrasa, Mir Arab, the name of the writer, Fitrat. Bukhara is the name of the city. Turkey, India, and Arabic countries, they are countries. During 1909-1913, he studied in Darul Muallimin. He made an organization called Bukhara Talim-i Muarifi. Fitrat engaged in political activity after he was elected to the revolutionary party called Yosh Bukharalilar. Fitrat adjusted equal relations between Russian government, but Amir's member and Bolsheviks didn't let his wish about independence. So his organization wanted to be independent. Therefore, in 1917, it was called Yurt Qayghusi. So, we have already read the whole text, and there are 4 questions to answer, true or false. First one, Fitrat was a famous person in Central Asia. Look at here. Jadid's movies in Central Asia and Uzbek literature. Is it true or wrong? Here, Fitrat was a famous in Central Asia. Yes, it's true sentence. Second one, Fitrat's birthplace was Bukhara. Again, we'll be back here in what? He was born in Bukhara in 1886. We'll go forward. Second one is true. Yes, he was born in Bukhara. And Fitrat traveled around the world. check the answer. Is it true or false? Yes, he traveled all around the world and wanted to be an independent. Okay, last one. In political activity was engaged after February events in 1970. So, is it true or false? Think carefully. I'll give you more seconds. Ready? We'll check the answer. Of course, it's false. So, it's your favorite time, homework, because homework gives you lots of chance to check your answer, what you have learned so far in your lessons. So, what are you going to do at home with your family members who can help you with your English? So, lesson 1A, exercise 5, it's from your textbook, page 156. So, instructions, fill in each blank with the best word from the box. Use each word only once. You mustn't use each word twice, only once. These are words given: military, faced, attending, instead, government, practiced, genre, department, union. And here's the text. I know it's too short text to do. That's from your textbook. And here we are. I think you have got clear explanation for your homework. I hope you will enjoy doing your homework. See you next time. Goodbye.